The Aberdeen Proving Ground stands as a testament to American ingenuity. Established in 1917, this sprawling facility in Maryland became a hub for military innovation. Scientists and engineers toiled tirelessly, developing and testing weapons systems. This included chemical weapons, a grim reality of warfare. However, this legacy of innovation would be marred by a dark chapter: the Aberdeen Three Incident. The Aberdeen Proving Ground played a critical role during World War II. The facility expanded rapidly to meet the demands of a nation at war. New laboratories and testing ranges were constructed. After the war, its mission evolved. It became a key site for the storage and disposal of chemical weapons. This dangerous task demanded the utmost care and adherence to safety protocols. Unfortunately, complacency set in. Over time, safety procedures were not always followed. Maintenance lagged behind. A culture of disregard for environmental regulations began to permeate parts of the facility. This toxic mix of negligence and complacency set the stage for a disaster. In 1988, the Aberdeen Proving Ground was thrust into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Three civilian chemical engineers, William D., Robert Lentz, and Charles Faulkner, were implicated in a shocking environmental scandal. These men, entrusted with protecting the environment and their colleagues, had failed in their duty. Their actions would have far-reaching consequences. The charges against the Aberdeen Three were damning. They were accused of violating the Resource Conservation and Recovery Act, a federal law designed to protect human health and the environment from the dangers of hazardous waste. The evidence against them was overwhelming. Investigators uncovered a pattern of blatant disregard for safety regulations. Hazardous waste, including highly toxic chemicals, was routinely dumped into unlined landfills. Leaking containers were left unattended, their contents seeping into the soil. The engineers, despite their training and responsibilities, turned a blind eye to the unfolding disaster. The environmental consequences of the Aberdeen Three's actions were severe. The soil and groundwater beneath the facility were heavily contaminated. Toxic chemicals, including volatile organic compounds and heavy metals, leached into the surrounding environment. The long-term impact on the ecosystem remained uncertain. The contamination posed a significant threat to human health. Residents of nearby communities relied on groundwater for drinking water. The presence of toxic chemicals in the water supply raised serious concerns about potential health problems. The full extent of the damage was still being assessed. The cleanup effort was complex and costly. The Army Corps of Engineers was tasked with containing the contamination and remediating the affected areas. This involved excavating tons of contaminated soil and treating the groundwater. The process was time-consuming and expensive, a stark reminder of the cost of environmental negligence. The Aberdeen Three case sent shockwaves through the military and beyond. It was a wake-up call, highlighting the urgent need for improved environmental protection measures at military installations across the country. The public demanded accountability. The three engineers were tried and convicted of violating the Resource Conservation and Recovery Act. They faced fines and prison sentences, a stark reminder that environmental crimes would not be tolerated. The case marked a turning point in environmental law enforcement. The Aberdeen Three Incident forced the U.S. Army to confront its environmental practices. New policies and procedures were implemented to prevent similar incidents from occurring. Training programs were enhanced to emphasize environmental responsibility. The scandal served as a catalyst for positive change. The legacy of the Aberdeen Three case extends far beyond the boundaries of the Aberdeen Proving Ground. It serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that environmental protection is everyone's responsibility. The case highlighted the importance of transparency, accountability, and a commitment to safeguarding our planet for future generations.